Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and today we're going to be talking about the White Scars, specifically one of their most elite forces. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K lore videos every single day. If you have any suggestions or if you have any questions about the Warhammer 40K world, please ask us in the comment section below, and we'll try to create a video for you guys. If you enjoy our content, thank our patrons on Patreon. Link in the description if you guys want to support us. But with all that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Keshig. Within the ranks of the deadly White Scars and their successor chapters is an elite force of Terminator-clad champions that serve as protectors and defenders of the 5th Legion's honorable memory. The White Scars Honor Guard is known as the Keshig. This elite military force can trace back its origin to the ancient feudal world and home planet of the White Scars, Chagoris. Before the Primarch, Jagatai Khan, even knew of the existence of the Imperium of Man, the Keshig had been his valiant protectors and the warriors he trusted most to lead the forces of the Great Khan. When the Primarch reached adulthood, he set off on a mission to unite the fragmented tribes of his homeworld. Across the plains of Chagoris, the Primarch approached each settlement and roving tribe with two simple options: subjugation or death. Although many of the tribes of Chagoris resisted and paid the price, those leaders that submitted freely and with honor were chosen to fight at the Great Khan's side. These became the first Keshig. The wise Primarch surrounded himself with these men and women of talent from across the plains. He promoted based on ability and loyalty, as opposed to the common practice of bloodlines and old rivalries. Within the span of a few short solar decades, the nomadic tribes were unified under his control, and the Primarch became the Khan of Khans. After Jagatai Khan was reunited with the Emperor of Mankind and was given over command of his White Scars Legion, the Keshig that fought by his side during the unification of Chogoris underwent the process of becoming Space Marines. These warriors turned out to be the 5th Legion's most capable soldiers. They were described as a whole phalanx of giants in bone-white Terminator plate. The Primarch decided that this elite force would not only serve him personally during combat, but also be dispersed throughout the various companies of the Legion. Jagatai Khan trusted these warriors to spread his teachings and to lead by example, to stand as champions amongst the 5th Legion as it went to war amongst the stars. The first Chagorian-born Keshig inducted into the Adeptus Astartes was Quinn Zhou. This intelligent and honorable warrior was the Great Khan's most trusted advisor and oldest friend, having fought alongside the Primarch during his youth. His martial prowess was so great that Quinn Zhou was given command of the Keshig during the unification of the Primarch's homeworld. After his Primarch was reunited with the 5th Legion and the Emperor, Quinn Zhou was frequently described by his Primarch as one of the most formidable warriors of the Legion, having mastered the art of the hunt at a young age and bringing such skills to bear by the Primarch's side during the Great Crusade and the Horus Heresy. Though few outside of the Legion spoke of Quinn Zhou's prowess, it was often described within the records of the Legion that he took to the battlefield as a force of nature with the fury and strength behind his aggression that, while apparently barbaric, was tempered by a keen intelligence and innate sense of the ebb and flow of battle. Though known for his absolute loyalty to his master, Quinn Zhou often questioned the decisions of the Great Khan and actively encouraged those within the Keshig to question him too, to ensure that they never became followers with blind faith. Quinn Zhou was one of the first few White Scars to actively prefer Terminator armor, which allowed him to wield the Tails of the Dragon, two Dao-style power swords with great skills and power. 2 Terran years after the start of the Horus Heresy, Quinn Zhou fought the traitors at Persimar, winning a great victory and reclaiming control of the world. 4 years after the start of the Horus Heresy, Quinn Zhou was part of the raid on Callium, where he fought Lord Commander Eidolon of the Emperor's Children Legion at the Callium Gate. Quinn Zhou was rescued from near-certain death during that battle. He was returned to the White Scars battleship, Lance of Heaven, to be treated for his critical wounds. Unfortunately, Quinn Zhou proved to be mortally injured. At his deathbed, he expressed his fear that Jagatai would blame himself for the failures of the raid. He was assured that the White Scars would be given a path to return to Terra, using the Dark Glass artifact, and that his sacrifice would lead to the ultimate victory of the Loyalist. Quinn Zhou died soon after from his wounds. Command of the Keshig would fall on the shoulders of Nemahi, who served as a deputy during Quinn Zhou's life. During this era in the Legion's history, the Keshig became an elite reserve intended to bolster both the fighting spirits of the hordes of the White Scars and any specialist tactical role. For example, there were the Keshig that fought in the specialist horde known as the Karash, which was a temporary assembled shock assault force that broke many of the Legion's established doctrines in order to eliminate extreme threats. These Keshig became known as the Ebon Kashuk. The Ebon Kashuk were the physical representation of atonement and redemption for the sins of the Karash Horde and their breach of honor. Clad in black Terminator armor, the Legionnaires that made up this formation were typically deployed as the spearhead of a siege or another highly intense conflict, where they were expected to use their heavy armor as a shield for others. In doing so, they atoned for their perceived sins through not only martial glory, but also the protection of their brethren. This force became a way for the entire White Scars Legion to seek atonement for their transgressions. Those Legionnaires who survived their service within the Ebon Kashuk were deemed to have proven themselves worthy in the eyes of the White Scars, and often returned to their previous post, or sometimes other roles that fit these new skills. And then there was the Golden Keshig, which was made up of the elite riders of the Legion, acting as the spear tip of what the Legionnaires of Chogoris called the Zhou, a piercing attack at the heart of the enemy, adapted from the horse tribes of the Primarch's homeworld. The Golden Keshig used heavy assault jet bike squads to encircle the enemy in a purposefully confusing formation, before focusing momentum into a single strike through the center of the enemy formation. Strikes such as these typically served to disrupt the front lines of the enemy's advance and sowed confusion throughout the ranks. The sheer terror caused by the Golden Keshig led to them being referred to on various worlds as the Storm Ghost or the Sky Beast Tamers. The maneuverability of the Golden Keshig afforded them the means to draw the foe into positions of weakness or force them towards open battlefield, in which no cover was available to save them from the furious onslaught of the White Scars Legion. The tradition of the Keshig would continue after the Horus Heresy and survive the Second Founding, when the White Scars Legion was split apart into chapters. Many Keshig leaders became the chapter masters of these successor chapters and formed their own Keshigs as the vanguard of their armies. Although the term Keshig is now only recognized by the Sons of the Great Khan, the role is still filled by champions that have proven themselves in battles 1,000 times over. They serve not only as bodyguards to their chapter master, but also as advisors and executors of their orders. Because of their unique and honorable role, some rare Keshigs still don the Tartaros pattern tactical Dreadnaught armor, a relic from the Great Crusade. It is perhaps the most advanced form of Terminator armor ever designed. The Tartaros pattern shares many systems with the Mark IV Maxim pattern of power armor, and provides an incredible range of movement for its wearer compared to the Indomitus pattern, with no loss in durability or protection. Of the shared characteristics between the Tartaros and the Maxim pattern power armor, the most obvious is the helmet, though there are other ones that are more subtle, such as the design of the armor on the back of the Tartaros' legs, or the Vambrants and gauntlets. The Tartaros pattern also seems to share design characteristics with the Contemptor Dreadnaught, more specifically in the design of the torso plates, and there are characteristics inherited or derived from the venerable Cataphractii pattern Terminator armor, the pauldrons being the most obvious. The Keshig have been able to master the savagery of their ancient past, not as a mindless berserker, but as a finely crafted hunting spear, delivered with the focused precision of a master predator. They specialize in hitting their enemies with a peerless impact at frightening speed, but they are never reckless. And those were 40 facts on the elite military force known as the Keshig. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been noticing that there is a lot of new people to 40K that have been subscribing. It's probably because of the attention that Astartes Part 5 got, and also because of the faction focus video that I created yesterday, which we're still doing a giveaway for, so check that out after this video. But if you guys have any questions about the 40K world, or if you guys want a more of an entry-level video pertaining to a certain topic, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll create a video for you guys. It's really awesome to see all these new people in the hobby. Hopefully I can help you guys with whatever lore questions you guys have. A lot of our videos, it seems like, are kind of starting at a point where we already think that the viewer has a basic understanding of the 40K universe. So if you don't, and you want to ask a question, please do so. I'll be in the comment section answering any questions. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I hope you guys subscribe, and I will talk to you tomorrow. This was Gershwan with One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.